Hi, welcome back. I'm so glad you stuck with us. We're going to do a little cooking with this awesome jalapeno sauce. So what we're going to do first, we have 2 recipes. We'll try to get through them so you can see how to do them. They're as easy and simple as possible. Stacy, what I'm going to do is use your sauce, and we talked about this earlier and said, hey Mo, what do you want to make? And we talked about it. So we're going to do a pork roast, okay? It's the simplest thing ever. Everybody can do it. The easiest thing to do is just go ahead and put a little bit of oil in the pan. It's on high. We're going to go ahead and put our roast in and brown it on both sides. So here we go. Stacy, in the meantime, if you could take the lid off. Thank you. This is the world's easiest way to do a crock pot. There are these bags. Mine from the grocery store, slow cooker bags. And they just go right inside the crock pot. So for all you gentlemen who goes, oh, I don't want to make it, it's a little too much work, I don't want to clean the pot, etc., it's just real easy. This recipe is made in your crock pot on high for 4 hours, okay? It'll take you a few minutes to brown your meat. I'm going to turn it over. That looks pretty good right there. Nice and brown. Beautiful. This is a pork loin roast. Oh, I'm going to say it's about 4 pounds. It is tied so it doesn't open. There's 2 things we're going to do. One, we're going to go ahead and put it in the crock pot. And if, Will, you want to hand us a bottle of sauce, please, over here on the side? We're going to go ahead and just do the easiest thing. Thanks, Will.
You're welcome.
Is
That's why I
pour.
hired him.
We're just going to pour 1 bottle of sauce. You can do 3/4. I use 1 because I like it a little bit spicier. And that's all you need to do. If you're home and you're watching it, you don't need to add water. If it starts to get a little low, add maybe a 1/4 cup of water. 4 hours, crock pot on high. Go ahead and put the lid on it. That was about as easy as it gets. I like salt. If you're watching your salt, don't put any on. Otherwise, a couple good pinches. After 4 hours, it is just beautifully done and it smells so good. Will, I'm going to have you go ahead and grab the pork from the microwave over in the back, and then we'll show the people what it looks like when it's all cooked. So we'll turn this off. In the meantime, I think what we're going to do, Stace, is I'm going to have you set this down over to your left. Thank you. And we'll make the next easiest recipe. Don't laugh at me because it is really a recipe. And this is called peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I know it sounds so silly and so crazy. There's 2. There's 1 on top of the microwave too. So here we're going to do it. It's not that hard to do. We'll go ahead and, Stacy, you want to be the assembler?
Sure.
We'll grab you a couple pieces of bread here. And thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
And if you would like to go ahead and put the peanut butter on, because that's the hard part. There we go. I'll move to your left a little.
Am I good?
That's looking pretty darn good.
This is the dumbest sounding recipe in the world, but it tastes so good. I thought you were nuts the first time you made this thing.
It's a great midnight snack. I'm like a girl that likes sweet and salty and spicy all at the same time. Thanks. You want to do the assembly on the jelly
What
too?
kind of jelly is this?
Well, my jelly is homemade. I have the great apricot tree in my backyard, and I went ahead and made apricot jam this past season. So this is from, I would say probably June of last year is when the apricots were actually ripe and looking really good. Made it homemade. Now I made it 2 ways. I made it just like this, which is just a plain jam. And I also, thanks Sue, and I also made it with the jalapeno sauce in it. So either way it tastes good. But we're going to show you how to do this at home. So here we go. We're going to take his hot sauce. I'm going to say that I use a tablespoon of sauce. We're just going to finish off the bottle. What the heck? Why not? Okay. So here is what it looks like. Can we see that on TV? Get my finger out of the way. Okay, a little drippy. It is delicious. Pardon me. Okay. And we're going to put it together. But there's one thing that you have to know about me. I love potato chips in my sandwiches. I know. I can't handle it without. So there's 2 ways to do it. Doritos. Gotta have the crunch. Stacy's been so sweet to make this as midnight snacks for me before, so he knows exactly how I like it. But you can do Doritos. I'm also going to show you the chips also. These are the baked chips, so supposedly it's a little healthier. Whatever. I don't know. Okay. Now, we're going to put it together. Watch the assembly. That's the hard part. That's the hardest part on this entire recipe. Okay.
And pretty much anyone in Amador County could probably handle making this recipe.
Kids can make this recipe. I would say that the hot sauce isn't extremely hot. It's a medium hot. My daughter really likes it. Your daughter loves it. So, you know, if you like it nice and hot, put a little extra. And if not, then just, you know, put it on normally like we did. Now, would you like to be a taste tester?
Sure.
Okay. Here you go. And I need to taste it too, because it's lunchtime. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. That is outstanding. My goodness. Now, I wish you guys were here to try it, but I want you to do this at home. Now, pardon my mouth here. I'm going to keep on going. So, after the 4 hours in the crock pot, we're going to go back to the pork again, the pork loin. Basically, it comes out like this. There's two things. One is you have your roast, and then I went ahead and just reduced the sauce in a pan separately to make it a little thicker. The juices from the pork are in there, a little bit of water, and the hot sauce. After the 4-hour cook, this is what it came out to look like. You can do two things with it. You can slice it, if you'd like to slice it, and put it with, say, mashed potatoes and a vegetable as an entree for dinner. Look at that. Beautifully done. To perfection. Not overcooked. Slightly pink in the middle. Absolutely fabulous. I'm going to let you try it too, Stace, here in just a minute.
Also, it's good today, but it's going to be even better tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
When you make a burrito out of it, or...
Now, the other way to eat it, I'm just going to turn this piece around so you can see, is just to go ahead and you can pull it apart like pulled pork. It is awesome, awesome, awesome inside of burritos, tacos, etc. So, I encourage you to try it at home. Both recipes, super easy, right? Why not try it? Do something new. Just want to let you know, we're going to go to a break in just a few seconds here. It's going to be a fun fitness kind of break, so after we eat, we work out. You can sit in your chair, and you can do this at home. I encourage you to do it. Check with your doctor. Always check with your doctor before you start an exercise program. If you repeat that segment of exercise 5 times, you'll have your 15-minute workout. See you in a minute.
You're watching Amador County's #1 news and sports leader, TSPN.